Every man has two versions inside him, the one he is and the one he was born to become. And the only thing separating the two is action, not effort, not time, not circumstance. Action. You don't become powerful by waiting to feel ready. You don't become successful by hoping things change. You become him, the highest, most dominant version of yourself, by acting like him before you see results. This is the law of identity. Whatever you act like, consistently, you eventually become. The world doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to who you are. And if you keep acting like the man who hesitates, who overthinks, who waits for clarity, you'll keep getting his results. But the moment you shift, the moment you act like the man who already has what you seek, your world begins to bend, because reality follows belief. And belief becomes unshakable through repetition, through posture, through identity. Most people think, when I become successful, I'll start showing up like a winner. But the truth is, if you don't show up like a winner now, you'll never reach success. Let's go deeper. Think about the greatest men in history, the titans who built empires, shifted culture, altered destiny. They didn't wait for external permission. They didn't wait to feel confident. They decided who they were, and then they acted like it until the world had no choice but to agree. That's your path. You must step into the identity of the man you want to become now. Not next month. Not when it feels safe. Now, and that means upgrading everything: your habits, your standards, your self-talk, your posture. It means waking up and asking one question. How would the most powerful version of me live today? What would he do first? What would he eat? What would he ignore? How would he speak? How would he handle challenge? Answer those questions. Then act accordingly, because when you move in alignment with your future identity, you collapse the timeline. What was supposed to take years can happen in months. And what was once out of reach becomes your new standard. Let this sink in. Reality is slow to catch up, but it always does. So if you want a different life, start living it before it arrives. Act as if you're already him. Now let's talk about resistance. Because the moment you start acting like I'm, the world will push back. People will mock you. Your mind will doubt you. Old habits will scream to be fed. This is normal. This is the test. Growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from contradiction. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, every time you choose confidence over hesitation, every time you choose vision over validation, you weaken the old identity. And the old identity doesn't go down without a fight. It will whisper, "You're not ready." It will say, "This isn't you." It will try to seduce you with ease, approval, and the past. But your job is simple. Ignore it. Your future doesn't care how you feel. It only cares how you act. And when you act like the man who is already free from fear, free from doubt, free from waiting, you start to build momentum. And momentum is a spiritual force. It silences the inner critic. It attracts new opportunities. It separates you from the average man. That's why this idea is so powerful. You don't have to become someone new. You have to uncover who you were before the world made you small. That version of you is still alive. He's just buried under years of hesitation. But if you keep showing up like him, speaking like him, moving like him, he comes back. And once he returns, nothing can stop you. Let me tell you a story Napoleon Hill wrote about Henry Ford. Ford wasn't seen as the smartest man in the room. In fact, journalists tried to humiliate him. questioning his intellect, calling him simple. But Ford didn't care. He didn't react, he responded. He stood in his identity. He said, I don't need to know everything. I just need to know who to call. That's a man who acts like success belongs to him. And the same is true for you. You don't need more degrees. You don't need more approval. You need more conviction, Doc, because once you believe you are already him, he'll stop chasing results and start creating them. Let others wait. You move. Let others question. You build. Let others talk. You execute, and over time, the world will stop laughing and start listening, because there is nothing more magnetic than a man who lives in alignment with his future. Now, here's what to do tomorrow morning. When you wake up, don't reach for your phone. Reach for your identity. Look in the mirror and say, this is who I am now. And then back it up with action. One decision at a time. One upgrade at a time. One standard at a time. That's how kings are built. So here's the practice. Every morning for the next 30 days, visualize the man you're becoming. Write down who he is. Speak like him. Move like him. Execute like him. And when fear shows up, smile. Because fear is the sign you're breaking the mold. When doubt creeps in, move faster. Because doubt feeds on delay. And when the old you tries to return, shut the door. You're not available for regression. You're not available for smallness. You're not available for who you used to be. You've crossed the line. And now the only way is forward. So act like him. Think like him. Speak like him. Move like him. Until you become him. Because success doesn't come from waiting. It comes from alignment. It's not about having the answers. It's about deciding who you are and living like it daily. That's the real secret behind every transformation. And now that you know it, you can't unknow it. Now, go prove it. If this message lit a fire in you, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to this channel right now. Turn on notifications so you never miss your next move. And share this with someone who's stuck being who they were, instead of becoming who they're meant to be. Because your actions today are carving your future. Act like you're already him. And one day, you'll look around and realize you are. And everything changed the moment you decided to stop waiting. This is not motivation. It's a reminder of who you really are. Now go act like it. This is Napoleon Hill, and your future is watching. And don't misunderstand. This doesn't mean pretending. It means aligning. There's a difference between faking confidence and walking in conviction. Pretending is acting with fear, hoping no one notices. Aligning is acting with certainty, knowing your habits will catch up to your vision. This isn't performance. It's embodiment. The man who builds wealth, the man who speaks with purpose, the man who commands respect. He didn't start that way. He trained himself daily, through silence, through decision, through repetition. You don't need to impress the world. You need to impress your standard. And that standard must be sacred. Because every time you compromise it, you delay your future. Every time you excuse yourself, you betray your greatness. So stop calling it a small choice. There are no small choices. Each decision is a vote for the man you want to become or the one you're leaving behind. Vote wisely. Let's finish with this. 1 year from now, the man you've always wanted to be could either be your reality or still your fantasy. And the only thing that decides that is what you do today. So write this down and burn it into your habits. I will not wait for permission. I will not delay my evolution. I will act like the man I admire. I will carry myself like. My future depends on it, because it does speak it, live it, until it becomes undeniable. You don't need more time. You need more alignment. You don't need more motivation. You need more movement. You don't need to become someone else. You need to become who you are meant to be. And if you commit to this fully, not sometimes, not when you feel like it, but daily, then success stops being a question and becomes a reflection. Because wealth doesn't chase the desperate. It chases the aligned. So show up as him every day until that's all the world knows you as. Let them think you're crazy. Let them say you've changed. Let them feel uncomfortable in your presence, because you're not here to blend in. You're here to break cycles. This is your season of alignment, of elevation, of emergence. No more shrinking. No more second guessing. No more compromise. You've made your decision. Now live like it. Asterisk. Asterisk, if this message stirred something inside you, don't let it fade. Subscribe to this channel right now. Turn on notifications so you never miss a single step on your path to mastery. And share this video with someone who needs to wake up the fire inside. Because most people will never hear this message. But you did. And that means you were meant to. Now honor that moment. Act like the man you're becoming. And take the next step right now. You don't need to chase motivation. You just need to align with truth. You're not here to survive. You're here to rise. Let the world watch. And let your actions speak louder than your doubts. Asterisk, asterisk.